Oh, day 11 already.
But we had to get down from Japan into Perth and then about a 3-hour drive down into Margaret River.
After beating around the bush and looking through some very silly forms of transport, we just got on an airline because it was easier. Why we haven't done that for the rest of the times, I don't know. But anyway, here we are, and we've arrived at Vasse Felix, where we say Vasse up.
You meet the people, you go to the wineries, you get involved with it, and you really get a feel of the style, the terroir, the whole kind of thing. And what's interesting is a lot of Chardonnay in Western Australia is made with this clone called the Ginger clone that they developed at UC Davis in the US, and they just wanted to test would Chardonnay grow in that area because it can be quite wet, it's quite coastal, it can get quite a lot of humidity, and they were worried about rot and stuff like that. So
it is quite a fragile grape when it comes
so they planted this trial grape to go, this is basically cheap and cheerful Chardonnay clone, and it just did really well, and it just became the Chardonnay clone
for Margaret River. I think there's some very, very skillful winemaking going on here. There's clearly a bit of oak on it, but not too much. There's got a wonderful freshness to it still compared to some of the Aussie Chardonnays.
I think the word balance gets thrown out far too much for you've not it up and there's a bit of earth in there. We're keeping that in.
It's a technical term anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's generally reserved for natural wines.
But this really has, because you have the sunlight here and the warmth that is very easy to get ripeness. It's very easy to over ripen. And to pick the grapes and get fruit, enough ripeness.
Yeah.
Not picking it too early that it's green and you still get that fruit, because you could pick early and keep your acidity, and that's great, but you get no flavour. You pick too late, you lose your acidity, and you've got flabby wine.
Yeah.
And it does really well, and there's just kind of roundness of oak that just kind of brings everything together. I just think it's wonderful, wonderful wine. And for the people who go, I don't like Chardonnay, I think this is a Chardonnay you've got to try.
And I think Western Australia just has this wonderful lifestyle. Wonderful Chardonnay, wonderful wine, that's definitely going in the box. I think though Australia's too big for us only to do one stop here. So we could do Barossa, we could do Hunter Valley.
After Australia, where's the next point? New Zealand, Jess?
Probably.
So what if we found kind of a halfway point across Australia? Maybe where that dot is on the map. We're going to stop this video now, and then when you come back the next day, there'll be a new video about where we decided to go. Cheers.
Cheers.